greening out on an edible is the worst thing that can ever happen to you in human history. So, this is the story on how I greened out on an edible that I bought from the dispensary. And this is when I recently moved to New York State, so it's legal over here. Anyways, I decided to, go for a little drive. I'm already like a little bit toasty. And I decided, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go to a dispensary and buy an edible. So I made it to this dispensary and it's really fucking nice. Like, there's a sitting area, there's hella weed everywhere, like, just paradise for any weed smoker. And it's such a chill environment. So, I went up to the counter and talked to one of the workers there, and I asked him, like, hey, which edible do you prefer to have? Or prefer, for a chill experience? And she pointed out this one edible, and I'm like, okay, cool. It's only $20. No problem. I got that. $20 is $20, So I bought the edible, and she told me not to take too much because it's a little bit strong on the outside. So I'm like, okay, whatever, right? Not a big deal. Not a big deal. So I made it to my car, and I opened the bag, and this edible, I genuinely thought it was going to be separated like gummy bears. Nah, this edible was literally the size of a small orange just together. And it has little lines to cut it in with, but my dumbass decided, hey, let's take a big ass bite out of it. I took a bite like it was an apple. And that was like my worst mistake ever. And I will tell you why. I was already toasty from my joint that I lit up earlier, and I decided to go on a drive after taking this big ass bite out of this edible. So 2 hours in, I'm like, okay, I'm chilling. Like, I'm starting to feel it. And I'm like, alright, well, this ain't that bad. This edible ain't shit. And, well, jokes to be told, that third hour hit, and I got my ass clapped. I wouldn't even say clapped, more like, oh shit, it just smacked me in the fucking face like a brick. And I don't know, like, one moment I was just chilling, enjoying my music as I'm driving around, getting to know the area, till, oh my god, I need to pull the fuck over, I'm about to die, oh, I'm dying, wait a minute, I'm fucking dying. And the worst part about it, right, I'm over here like, ooh, this shit is hitting like super deep, super, super hard. And I didn't know where I was at the time, and I couldn't really function really well because it was getting stronger and stronger. It's one of those edibles where it just sneaks up on you, but like hits you in waves, like waves of pain. That's what I call it. And as it's hitting me in waves, the more and more like I don't even know how to explain it. Basically, I couldn't function. And I finally found like a gas station to chill out in, and I just sat there just freaking out. I had to open my windows. It felt like I couldn't breathe. The first start of graining out on an edible, aka panic attack. So your brain is kind of like convincing yourself like, hey, you're fucking dying, bro. And yeah, I was truly convinced that I was dying at the time. And then the worst part about it is I'm in this parking lot. A person parks right next to me. Don't even acknowledge that I'm over here like fucking dying. And I just sat there in the gas station parking lot in my car with all the windows down trying to catch a breath, and I just couldn't breathe. Or I was breathing, but it was this manual breathing. Just, I'm panicking. Oh my god, I'm dying. So, I have an iPhone at the time. I mean, I still got the iPhone, I'm saying. I have an iPhone, and I said, hey Siri, call my cousin. And I called my cousin the first time. She didn't pick up at all. And I'm like, oh my God, like, this is literally like the worst of the worst, right? So I called again, and she picks up. And all I said was, cousin, I'm dying, cousin, can you come over here? I'm freaking out so bad. I'm freaking out so bad. I'm just over here like dying and like freaking out and like trying to explain it to her, but I couldn't because I couldn't function. And she's like, all right, I'm gonna be there in like 10 minutes. And I'm like, okay, at least she's coming here in 10 minutes. And she told me to get water and stuff, but like at this time I couldn't move, I couldn't walk. Like I just was stuck in my car seat, accepting fate as the time goes by. And I finally got the courage to get out of the car and get a water, and I was still freaking the fuck out, like, heavily, because I was like, oh my God, dude, I'm fucking freaking out, dude. And the worst part about it is, I almost called the police just so that I can get sober somehow. I don't know, give me like one of those, I don't even know what it's called. That's how, like, whatever, right? Like Narcan or something. Something that just gonna instantly sober me. And luckily I didn't do that because A, I was driving, and that would have been driving under the influence, and, you know, stuff would have happened to me. But anyways, yeah, so I had water, I poured some on my face, I poured some on the back of my neck, trying to like calm down the situation, and nothing like helped. I did deep breathing exercises, all of that, and nothing fucking helped. So I had no option but to just sit there and wait for my cousin to pull up, because yeah, I was full on panic attack mode and a little traumatized from the edible. And I'm an average smoker, so like, you wouldn't expect to green out on an edible, but an edible is so different because it hits your liver and it's in your stomach, so it kind of processes it in a much different way than just regularly smoking it. That being said, I'm waiting for 10 minutes, and this was like the longest 10 minutes of my life, and until my cousin finally pulls up on me, and she sat down next to me. She's like, you okay? And I'm like, no, I'm fucking dying, bro. And she was like having a blast off of it because, damn, like she wasn't expecting me to like do all that. And this is like 9 o'clock at night, so she had to go all the way from her house to me. And luckily I was only 10 minutes away, even though I traveled like, I think 32 miles that day, just driving, like chilling, cruising. And I ended up going in her car and leaving my car at the gas station parking lot because I am no capable of driving anywhere. Like, I'm done. Like, I can't drive, I can't do nothing out of that sort. And I got in her car, I'm drinking my water, and I'm just so messed up. So messed up. And I ended up eating a whole bunch of food, and then I passed out on her couch, and then I took, like, the best nap of my life, and when I woke up, I was still high off my ass. But it was way better, I wasn't panicking anymore, nothing like that. And thankfully, my cousin was there, because without her, I would have just ride out that fucking tremendous ass green out of the edible. And yeah, this is like the story of what happened, and I hope no one goes through what I go through, because god damn, that shit sucks so bad. But yeah, edibles, not fun. No go. Not for me.